She said, you know, don't ever be afraid of your religion. If I was not Catholic, I would have liked to be Jewish. I didn't have a very nice life just before the war in Nancy because they were very anti-Semite. I was playing with my sister in our garden. We heard the van. They came always with a van, the German, you know. And then we said to my mother, the Germans are coming. And that's when she pushed us out through the back door and said, go and hide yourself in the woods. But my sister didn't want to leave my mother. She dropped my hand, you know. She went back. Oh, it was horrible. For years and years, I couldn't get it out of my head. But I felt guilty that I let her go. But in Toulouse, after a while, the German came. All of France was occupied. And my aunt had 3 children, so she didn't know what to do with me and my sister, really.
In our diocese, moving scenes have occurred. Children, women, men, fathers and mothers are treated like a lowly herd. The Jews are men. The Jewesses are women. They are our brothers like so many others.
Cet appel nous émut profondément. Que dire de l'émotion qui étreignit notre cœur devant cette misère humaine ?
Madame Bergon, she came to pick me up in Toulouse. She brought me to the convent, and she warned us straight away that nobody knows who is who. Between all the children that were Jewish, we didn't know which was Jewish or who wasn't, you know. And we behaved exactly like all the Catholic children. We went to Mass, we were everywhere. We got up, we washed with cold water. There was a lady that gave us the bread and she measured exactly one little slice that you can see through each one, you know. We had our breakfast, then we went to school. We had a lot of schooling because we all passed our exams there, you know. We were warned when the Germans were coming by the Maquis, you know, and my sister, she was hiding in this hole. It was horrible, you know, because the Red Cross told us really what that my parents were dead and so on. We didn't know anything about Auschwitz, nothing. If only people were more like her, you know. She was somebody special. She's a saint, really a saint. And she should be made a saint, really, because she risked her life to save 83 children, really. And she was fantastic with every one of us.